All right,
We
we
are
are
officially
officially
live.
live.
What is
What is
going
going
on?
on?
I
I
haven't done a
haven't done a
live
live
stream
stream
in
in
years
years
on my
on my
channel,
channel,
and
and
I
I
privated
privated
all of
all of
them
them
because they
because
were
they were
really
really
struggling.
struggling.
But
But
we're gonna
we're
see
gonna
how
see
this
how
one
this one
goes.
goes.
So we'll just wait
Wait
for
for
it
it
to
to
catch
catch
up
up
here.
here.
Bring that over. All right.
All right,
So
so
basically,
basically,
this
this
I'm
I'm
working on the
working on the
road,
road,
and it
and
is
it is
so
so
boring.
boring.
I
I
have
have
made
made
like a
like a
little bit
little
of
bit of
progress. I
progress. I
basically
basically
finished up
finished up
this
this
base plate,
plate,
and it's
and it's
so
so
boring
boring
that
that
I
I
had to
had to
bring
bring
in
in
some
some
something.
something.
Hold on. Why is there an echo? Should be echoes. Bring this down. Let's see.
I have it on mine.
There is a huge echo. I don't know why there's an echo. Um, let's see. So mute that. Maybe that has something to do with it. And then I'll go ahead and close this out. All right. Well, hopefully that fixed something. If it didn't, then I'll have to try and figure something out. Could be the microphone. I'm using my old mic, so if that is the cause of it, then I'll have to try and just disconnect that and rock the regular mic on my computer. Check that and see if that does anything. Okay, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Um, let's see. If I close this, I don't know why there would be an echo. There's nothing going on that would cause an echo. The desktop is muted. That's muted. Everything on my computer is closed except for the actual live stream, so. Well, I mean, I can take off the microphone and see if that changes anything. The microphone audio is going to be way worse, but we won't have an echo, so we'll just figure this out. What was this?
I have it on my phone.
Well, I mean, I can take it off. There we go. Yeah, we got rid of the echo. That's not that bad. All right, so then let's go ahead and pull up the live stream again. And maybe we can actually start doing something on this live stream instead of figuring out the audio. Let's go. Come on. No, everything is being so slow. There we go. Now we got it back. All right, finally. Okay. So, all right. So, yeah. Let me re-explain after all of that. Basically, I have started making the road. I continued it on from what we had in, I think, 2 episodes ago, carried it on from there, and it's really, really boring and time consuming. So I decided to do a live stream and bring in my girlfriend and just try to make it a little bit more of an enjoyable process. So basically, yeah, I already kind of explained the technique behind this with the plates and some of the little snot sections, but it is so annoying and time consuming. So I mean, I've been building this for like 3 days and just not really been able to make a huge amount of progress. So I'm gonna try and just build some while we're doing a live stream and just try to enjoy it a little bit more. So that being said, if you guys have any uh, topics or anything that you guys want to discuss, kind of just gonna hang out and see how it goes and just try to talk about maybe some Star Wars, some stuff like I don't know if we want to get into the new Mandalorian episode or if we should wait until more people have seen it to discuss spoilers and stuff, but basically that's what we got going on. So feel free obviously to pitch in any ideas that you guys have and we'll just try and hang out, spend some time and hopefully get some progress done because that is the main goal of this live stream. But so yeah.
Somebody said hello.
Someone said hello there. They did. Oh yeah, let's see who we got going in the stream so far. So we got Brick Dude, Sebastian, Anton Bricks, Brick Adjuster, Joseph Nails, Crazy Bricks, another Crazy Bricks. And that looks like it. We got Brick Engineering Dude. All right, here we go. What is my favorite, biggest collaboration mock of all time? I don't know if you guys have seen this, but on BricsLab, if you look it up, BricsLab BRICKZLAB, they did a Batu collaboration, which is the location from the Disney Galaxy's Edge. They did a collaboration of that, and that has to be just the absolute best looking collab I've ever seen. Like every single part that they like brought together was just amazing. Like it was really fantastic. So that has to probably be my favorite large scale and biggest collaboration mock. Mock is really looking awesome. Thank you so much. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. How are you? We're checking in. So Batu and New Hashima. Oh yeah, that's another good one. New Hashima I saw in Brick Fair last year. That was probably my favorite mock at Brick Fair. It was just really cool because like nobody really does anything like that. If you guys aren't familiar, it is a city collaboration. It's like a um cyberpunk, I guess, kind of new age city and it's a bunch of different modules that different people will bring to the show and they'll kind of figure out how to fit them all together in the city and it actually turns out really really cool. So that is definitely another one of my favorites. Does anyone here have the UCS Millennium Falcon? I just got one and need to know what the best way to display it is. I don't have the UCS Falcon. That is one that is a little bit out of my budget. It's $800. I don't think that yeah, that's a little bit of a expense there with that one, but also doing my own Cyberpunk collab soon. Cyberpunk, at one point I tried to do a little bit of I guess it wasn't really cyberpunk. It was more like a apocalyptic kind of city. But I did one of those and never ended up finishing it, but I feel like now that might be something that kind of interests me a little bit more. Collab that was, I can't remember what it's called, but it had custom clone squad that people ended up getting decals for. Oh my goodness. That was a Rebelug collab. Um It was, I think it was called like Laceropes or Laceropes or something like that. If that's the one that you're talking about, it was Rebelug. They brought it to, I want to say it was Brick World Chicago a few years ago. That thing was pretty cool too. That one had another couple of interesting separate collab pieces that didn't come together in one mock. It was like a couple different ones that, like, if you follow the different mocks, I guess, if you follow the different ones, it kind of tells a story. Yeah, it was that one was pretty cool too. All right, well, we'll see you later, Brick Dude. Thank you for joining in.
Good night.
All right, so I'm gonna actually try and get some progress done on this. You would mind? Let me sync this. I want to grab some Duplo to start this off. This is just like it's it's not the worst thing that I've ever built, but hello there. Bonjour, my friend.
From France?
From France. I took French in high school and forgot almost all of it.
No, South Africa.
South Africa, welcome. Love the way that Theed is turning out. Will go down as one of my favorite mocks of all time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really trying to make this one stand out as like I've seen a bunch of Theeds and a bunch of like Nabu mocks and stuff, and none of them have really, in my opinion, done it quite the justice that it deserves. So that's kind of why I decided to go and produce this. Well, me and my friend Daniel. So we're really gonna try and make this look the best that we can and the most accurate to Theed, and then have lights obviously, and just have the vehicles, and just really bring the whole location to life in the Lego format. So that was the goal. As I forget how to build my own mock here. Yeah, so I'm using Duplo at the bottom. Oh, I need these two. Oh. I'm using Duplo at the bottom, attaching to a plate, and then putting bricks on top of that, and then you can put it on, and then you can do like bigger plates on here and then use tiles. And that seems like the easiest thing ever. The reason that it's complicated, or not really complicated, but time consuming, is having the like little snot sections.
Because theater is the best.
Why Theed? Because I don't know. I mean, when you watch episode one, that's like kind of the main location. Like it starts off in Naboo, and then you kind of go in and you see Theed. You kind of get your first um exposure to it, and then they kind of blast their way out of it. You see all the battle droids, the AATs, and then they come back after going to Tatooine and Coruscant, and then they have the final battle. And it's, I mean, if you like the Phantom Menace, then I guess that. Yeah, that's one of the talk about a French compliment. There you go. Yeah, that's yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. I just Feed is really cool, and I feel like prequel mocks, most of what we get are clones, and episode one is, most people don't really build that much from episode one, or if they do, it's like the huge battle on the grass with the MTTs and all that. So Feed is kind of, although I mean we have Battlefront 2 now. I guess that is kind of an old game at this point. It's almost 5 years old now, but Battlefront 2 had like Theed as one of the major locations that it like launched as in the trailer and everything. So, but there's just not that many Theeds out there, especially from episode 1. There's a bunch of uh mocks of Theed from like actual Battlefront 2 and stuff with clones and droids. But yo,
Steven
Cult of
Derrick.
Christensen, what's up? And Gonk Bricks. Welcome, welcome. Oh, remind me to make a Gonk droid. I had one at one point and I took it apart. Remind me to make another one so I can put it in here somewhere. I keep forgetting. Every time I see your account name, I always like try to remind myself, but then I end up forgetting anyways. So at some point, just message me or something. Remind me. I only need one right now.
Somebody said to just get the TIE bomber.
To get the TIE bomber.
Uh,
You should put a Darth Jar Jar Easter egg in a hidden area of the MOC. I would. I guess I can have him down an alley or something like that. The problem with this, how's the process going? It is going slowly but surely. It is making good progress, but it's definitely time consuming. Yeah, so the problem with this is it's not really big enough to put a ton of Easter eggs without kind of distracting from the main like scene or battle, I guess, in the MOC. So, and I'm not doing interiors in the buildings because I want to have lights shining through the windows, so then you just see all the wires kind of going through there. Oh, I think yeah, so the TIE bomber I think might come with a gonk droid. That might be the reason behind that comment. I was a little confused by that.
season 3 stinks.
What do you think of season 3 of The Mandalorian? Ooh.
Stinky.
I eh, it's a little hard for me to like it a little bit. I mean, I like it because it's Mando, obviously, so it's, it's new content and all that, but I feel like they had TIE Bomber, Gunk Droid Mid, Chad Luca design reign supreme. I agree. Yeah, I feel like the storyline of going back to Mandalore was fine, but it was it wasn't really enough to do a whole season on, so I feel like it kind of got dragged out a little bit too long, and we got a couple just filler episodes that didn't really make sense. And, filler is one thing, like when you have Clone Wars and you have 25 episodes to a season and you have 7 seasons or whatever, then it's not as bad. But when you only have, um, what is it, 8 episodes? Actually,
Lizzo and Jack Black and one.
yeah, that was a tough watch, especially with the those super battle droids sprinting.
Somebody prefers Book of Boba Fett over season 3 Mando.
I've kind of seen that a lot, and I liked Boba Fett enough because like Boba is my favorite character. Like him and Darth Maul are like my two favorite characters. So Book of Boba, like I was so excited when they announced it, obviously, because I'm getting more of my favorite character. However, like actually watching the show was just like, what is going on? So, but I have seen a couple people saying that they liked that more than this season of Mando, which is kind of a really negative thing in terms of like Disney's, you know, uh, what they're making because that just means that they're going backwards. And a lot of people didn't like Book of Boba, so if more people liked that than this Mando season, then that really is a negative thing for Disney. But let's see, what do we got? 6 out of 10 season. We kind of went over that. It's all over the place. Definitely agree. We had so many just weird episodes, like the one Dr. Pershing episode was just out of the nowhere. Do you plan on doing YouTube consistently after you finish Naboo? I do. This, I've kind of been planning my return to YouTube for a while. And doing this series was kind of just the beginning of that. I definitely want to have this be like the kickoff point, and then after I don't need that actually. After I finish the series, then I'll, move into another series, try and decide what next to build. And then I want to have some form of content. Like I'm doing a live stream this week, and last week I had a mock challenge video. I want to have kind of a
People want more of the mock challenge.
more of the mock
Somebody
challenge.
said that they want more.
Yeah, so I did last Thursday, I did that. And then obviously this week I'm doing a live stream, but I want to have just something to not just have the mock build series videos on Sundays, just like kind of break it up And then, the more and more that I put into the channel, hopefully I'll be able to do maybe 3 pieces of content instead of just two every week and just kind of build my channel and see where it goes. So definitely would like to be consistent after this. What up, Captain Lego Star Wars? Am I gonna make more of the 10-minute and 1 hour? I would like to. That was actually really fun doing that challenge. And it's kind of weird for me to say that because I haven't built anything in those like small time frames in like literally years. When I, first started doing Lego and stuff like that, I would do almost all of my mocks in like 30 minutes or whatever, but I haven't done a mock in that short amount of time in a long time. Like at this point, normally like the smallest amount of time or shortest amount of time I'll spend on a mock is like 2 weeks or months or whatever. So like that one, the Bogano mock, if you guys have seen that, that one took me like 2 years, and it wasn't obviously like 2 years consistently, but it was kind of took me 2 years to finally finish it. So thanks for the answer. I think like you and Too Bad, we just don't have a sky battle in the last episode. The tie just disappeared. Yeah, that I didn't even think about that, but what even happened? Like they had the ties go up, right? And then they like kind of showed it like attacking the ship, and then the next thing we know it's just like falling from the sky. Like we didn't get anything. I feel like we should have had, you know, some Mandos trying to take out ties on their way up to this, up to the surface, and then or like just, in their jetpacks, or have some of the fighters like take on, some kind of dogfight or space battle. That was a little weird. At least we're getting Jedi Survivor this month. Yes, that is one of the things that I'm most excited about. Um, yeah, the pushback on that kind of was annoying because that was a birthday present from my girlfriend Zoe, and it was supposed to come out March like 21st or something like that, and my birthday is on April 4th. So that was supposed to be like, a nice early birthday present, and then it just got pushed back to April 28th. And then I was like, oh, that kind of sucked, but definitely excited about that.
They have 2 years to do a new Mando episode. How did they not have enough time?
Oh, and yeah, new season.
Well, no, because somebody said I think they had to cut a lot due to budget or time constraints, and they were going to have more. The credits concept art showed a full battle.
I think the budget constraints is right. The time they have, I mean, there's probably no downtime really from making episodes. Like you go on one season, then you have the finale, and then you just jump into making the next one. But yeah, that I don't know. That the budget definitely I could see. But I'm not too sure about the time constraint. I think that was just poor management of time more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad there's finally a build series with consistent upload. It's been a while on this platform. Yeah, that is one of the other reasons that I started doing this was because like I've kind of been not out of the hobby, but taking a little bit of a step back from the hobby for a while, and then trying to get back into it. I'll look and see what like series there are or like mocks to watch. And Jay hasn't posted his Camino in a while. David has been really inconsistent with his Geonosis, and there just haven't really been that many um, throughout the YouTube. Now there's like a ton going on. I don't know if I just caught the wave right when everyone else started making series, but for a while there wasn't really anything. So that's kind of one of the driving factors that led me to make another series. And obviously I just enjoy doing it. So
Somebody said hello there again.
another hello there. Also, I haven't seen Mando season 3 and don't plan to anytime soon. From what my friends have said and from what I've seen, it's not very good. Yeah. Definitely not missing anything. I agree. Yeah. So definitely unfortunate though, because Mando, is one of the things that I look forward to most. Like, it's one of those like few pieces of Star Wars media that is supposed to be good. Season 1 was really good. Season 2 was a little bit of on the downhill. Some of the characters they brought in I liked, but obviously a lot of people didn't, and then some of them I didn't like. But this one was a rough watch. I there was a lot of episodes where at the end of it I was just like going into it and she was getting mad at me because she just wanted to enjoy it. But yeah, there's a lot of really rough.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, there's a lot of rough episodes this season, unfortunately. But oh, actually, that's not where those are.
You took apart my tree.
What tree?
Took apart my tree.
Did I needed them?
No. You have so much. I'm mad about my tree.
Well, I needed the pieces.
You have so many. And my tree was beautiful.
If you make them out of the big pieces, I won't use them. Because I can't.
Well, I didn't want to make them out of the big pieces. I liked the pieces I had. I made that tree like 15 different times.
Oh man. They were going to have more credits. Yep, concept arts, all that.
Oh, somebody said something about the game, how they're happy that it got pushed back because then you don't get it incomplete. They did it because they're
Yeah,
bugs.
yeah. That I mean, it was annoying, but I'd rather them like finish the game before they release it than just release a pretty lame game or just something that has a lot of bugs or like bug fixes and that kind of stuff. So I can understand that, and I'm okay with that obviously because it's gonna return a better result than if they hadn't done it, but it's just annoying. Do you want to read comments while I build?
Yeah, I agree. I hadn't seen any other series other than Coconut Brick Studios. Wait, which one is that? Who's he?
That's the guy with long hair.
Oh, okay. Um, when I started mine, but now there's a ton. I thought I'd be building seed alone. Sky Guy 365 said that.
Okay. Yeah, he's been doing his Coruscant for a long time, and I I've seen his stuff, like I saw his Utapau, and he did something else before then too. Yeah, he did something else before then, but I hadn't really followed him. And then because there was just like nobody posting, I um I started watching him and now I watch him every week because it's just something at least to watch. And he's almost done with it actually. So if you guys are interested in seeing a big course on, then he's almost done with that one.
You've seen True Squadron's Kashyyyk series, right?
Yes.
Who's that?
He's the the guy who says Kashik or whatever. So, yeah. He posted his week 1 the week before, or no. Was it the week before? I think it was the week before, and then his um second week came out on my first week of Theed. So that was like right at the same time, which obviously wasn't planned. It was just crazy. Lego community seems to have changed quite a bit. I've noticed in the past 7 years or however long we've been doing this. Yeah, in the past, it was focused a lot on like in-depth, you know, explanations of mocks being done. So like mock series were really big, and then the finales were always like bigger than the actual release. And then there was almost no like showcase videos with like slideshows and cinematic stuff. It was like all someone with just their iPhone or iPad or whatever just walking through the mock and kind of explaining it, and that is almost completely gone from the platform at this point. Like almost nobody does that anymore. It's always like a 3-minute showcase video. And I try to make mine a little bit longer and show like all of the different, scenes of my mocks because obviously I enjoy doing that and it, shows off everything and I'm proud of, the whatever that I've made. So I try and do that, but a lot of the stuff that people post now is just like a 3-minute showcase or just like a TikTok or a YouTube short or whatever. So definitely a big change from when I started and when a lot of us started watching YouTube. So really weird thing about it is Mando crew member tweeted just before the finale that yeah, I saw that. Make us wish we didn't ask for more or something like that. I saw that, and then I watched the season, and I was like, well, more what? Like, like nothing really. I feel like,
What you showed?
yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
It was like, this one you're gonna be in for a world of hurt or something, and I was like, I don't, I don't see that, or maybe I missed something. I don't know.
See that like right before we watched the last episode or episode 7?
It might have been or right after we watched, or I don't know, but I feel like the second to last episode had more hurt or whatever than the last one, but yeah, that one kind of threw me off too. And then another Katie Sackhoff who played Bo-Katan right before the premiere of the season. She was like super excited about the season. She was like, "You guys are really gonna love it. This one, pushes boundaries and stuff." And then I was just watching the season and just not seeing it. So
I thought they were gonna do more with the Mythosaur. And I was kind of mad that they didn't. We saw the
teased
Mythosaur
it.
twice.
They like teased it in
That's it.
the third or second episode or whatever, and then ditched it for the entire rest of the show. Even um the like Children of the Watch or whatever, like they didn't even care. They were like, oh, we didn't know that existed, but cool.
Yeah.
And then like in the very last like 2 seconds of it, we see like its eye open or whatever. But
I was so mad about that though. And I'm mad they didn't do anything with the armoress. I thought she was really gonna be evil.
I know that was
I
like
really, really thought that she was just.
they should have made her evil because bringing in the villain of this season like 2 episodes before the finale. I guess I probably should have put spoilers in this. Oops. But yeah, that just never sits well with me. All right, what else have we got? Hadn't seen any other series other than Coconut Brick Studios when I started mine, but now there's a ton. Thought I'd be the only one building Theed. Yes, we saw that. Kato no Moria, yeah, that's it. Yep. It was another Darktan mock, as he loves to say, but I forgot which one it was. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Started watching Coconut, True Squadron, Your Theed, Christoph's mock. Oh, Firebird Bricks. He kind of came out of nowhere this January, and his channel just exploded. I'm kind of obsessing over like stats and the YouTube scene right now. But yeah, he came out of nowhere in January, and now his channel is like one of the fastest growing Lego mock channels at this point. So
Breadman said, "I feel like the world of hurt is when they named Baby Yoda Din Grogu."
Dude,
No,
that was just weird.
such confusion on my face last night.
Okay, it's like I don't know. His name is Grogu, like that's his name. So you wouldn't like change his name and make it his last name or like second name and then have
Wouldn't it be like
his
Grogu?
first name be his dad's first name? Like that doesn't make any sense.
think they do like Grogu Jaren.
Yeah, because that would at
Like,
least make
as you can-
sense. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That was kind of stupid.
Yes, the Ahsoka show should be cool with Thrawn.
Yeah, I hope they do
I
him
hope
well, which I think they will because uh oh my gosh, what's his name? Ian Mickelson or something like that. Forget his name, but the guy who did him in Rebels is coming back to do him again. So that compared to the Grand Inquisitor and Kenobi, I think that Thrawn Thrawn is gonna be a lot better than that was because that was atrocious.
No, Mando's full name is Din Djarin.
Yes.
Because Grogu Djarin is what it should have been. Because his full name is Din Djarin.
Well, Djarin is his last name,
Yes,
and if
his
Grogu
first
is
name.
Baby Yoda's first name is Grogu, then you wouldn't like change his first name and give him another name.
Lars
You would just
Mikkelsen, somebody said.
Lars Mikkelsen. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
He's not
yeah, I don't know.
the Ahsoka series. Actually, the guy who was Galen Erso in Rogue One.
Wait, really? Oh, that's his brother. Is that true? I saw a lot of um controversy or not controversy, but like rumors and stuff about that a long time ago before we got any of the Ahsoka stuff announced that they were gonna have Galen Erso play Thrawn, which that doesn't really make sense. I mean, he's already played a character, but I don't know. Is that true? Someone confirm. I thought Din was, yeah, we saw that. Yes, that's him. It's crazy. I had no idea he just started in January. Crazy growth. Yeah, um, he just started, and I think the reason that his channel has taken off so quickly, um, Firebird Bricks, is because the content he's producing now is catered towards like, I don't want to say like YouTube Shorts, TikTok kind of stuff, but it's like that kind of, big shock value content, which I can't fault him. Obviously, that's what's doing really well on the platform right now. But
It's Jackie.
oh my gosh, hydrate. Um, Timothy Zahn's been consulted. Yes, I saw that too, and that's really helpful. I think they're kind of realizing that they might not have the best ideas when it comes to when it comes to bringing characters from like legends or animated shows into live action. So they're finally like consulting the guy that actually wrote the character. So that's really good.
Why is Jack's thing like that?
The Gray?
Yeah. No, not the gray.
Oh, because he's a moderator for my channel.
Okay, okay.
Ban people.
You're confusing which Michelson is playing Thrawn. Mads played Galen Erso.
So I'm confused. That's what so I know they're brothers. Okay, so I was right originally. It is the guy who did Thrawn and Rebels doing him again in the Ahsoka show, which makes more sense than having Galen Erso character being played, or the actor who did Galen Erso playing Thrawn too, because that's just confusing. But
Yo, Jack said you're cool.
heck yeah, I'm cool.
No, you're not. I'm just kidding.
We Googled it, we got an answer finally.
Don't ever trust Google.
Well,
You get it off of Wikipedia? I don't trust you.
well,
I thought it said I gobbled you up.
well, we're getting some progress done. I finished this base plate. That's good. So this, I need to figure out what's going on with the bottom section here. I don't know if I should start that now or if I should keep doing the road.
What's this gonna be?
This is going to be where the greenery stuff is. I don't know. Ethan, your videos have been great recently. Thank you. I appreciate that. Putting in a lot of effort in trying to make them enjoyable and entertaining. Don't really have the skill to make content like that either. I'm sticking to my weekly updates for now. Yeah, I know. I kind of tried to do something a little bit like that with the time challenge last week. But obviously it was nothing to the same standards or anything as the other ones. Being technically homeless is kind of fun.
Is it?
Well, what kind of homeless are we talking about? Are we talking about like on the street?
On the side of the road?
Or are we talking about like living in a van? Because living in a van that's kind of cool if you're like traveling and stuff.
That's not homeless though. You have a home. It's just not like the home that you would think of.
Yeah, that is kind of
Like,
homeless.
are you homeless because like you have to live at your friend's house because mommy and daddy kicked you out?
Oh. Building challenge was cool. Yeah, that one was really fun. I want to do another one of those. Can't click on people's channels in chat. Massive L change for YouTube streaming. Now I've got to manually search up names. I feel like that's how it used to be a while ago. You had to like search up because I remember like joining Lieutenant Curious That's a throwback. I remember joining like his live streams, and you had to just like search up people's channels. Um, but for a while you could click on people's names. I'm not sure. I guess they might have changed that. This Saturday will mark 2 weeks of living in a hotel. Oh, a hotel. Okay. So, yeah, I guess that
Fun, I'm sorry.
is that is that homeless? I guess that is homeless because your name isn't attached. You're just like on a reservation.
Yeah. Fun. That's expensive too.
It is expensive.
Sorry.
Um, yeah, I guess mods are the only people that can click on channels now. That's weird. Yeah, Lieutenant Curious, he hasn't uploaded in a long time. I used to love his videos though. He was the peak mock creator back then. Like in terms of like skill in a mock for like size and whatever, obviously was like David or whatever. But in terms of skill in a mock, he was like top dog. He always used the most interesting like colors of 1x2s for his texturing, but it was like so cool back in the day. Yeah, we don't own a house right now. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Mocks with stories. Yeah, he was also, yeah, that's true. He did like stories for every single mock. There's a couple people that try to do like they'll do like a um, try and come up with a little story for each mock that they make, but he was like he was, he was one of the last remaining people that did that. And then oh yeah, Chris Productions, definite legend of another time. His Cardia or Carita or whatever the proper term of that was legendary back in the day, and all the Clones Alone stuff too. What's going on? Well, Owen and Scott made it a requirement for my mom to get me either decent sized basement or another room for the Lego room.
Good
That
for you.
that is yes, I agree. Definite good plan there. When I buy a house eventually, I'm definitely gonna have a dedicated Lego room. Cardia, yep. Yeah, that one was fun back in the day. Man, I feel old now. I mean, I've been doing YouTube since late 2016, so almost a little over 6 years, I guess, which I guess isn't that long compared to some other people, but for me that's like as much time as I can remember basically.
2016 was a good year.
That was a good year. All right. I am going
I was
to
in seventh grade.
I don't know what grade I was in.
You were in eighth grade.
I don't think of years in terms of grades. I think of how old I was during the year.
I was 13 in 2016. Because that was the year of the election.
The infamous. Talking of all these old mock series and people's shows, how long how long we've been around? Oh yeah, oh, I see it now. I have no reading comprehension. Talking of all these mock series and people shows how long we've been around. There we go. That
Somebody's
is the
got you
correct
beat
way.
though.
August 3rd, 2016, and beating you by a little bit. Yeah, dude, you've been around for like ever, ever since I started my channel, and then I did like a gaming channel for a little bit too, and you've been on that one. You've been around for a long time. Scroll up. Oh, we got multiple different conversations going on.
We do.
I was a senior in 2016. I was a senior in 2021. Or 2020.
I'm a baby.
Well, only by a year.
Like 2016?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of my friends were graduating like 5 years before I was.
I wonder what year Christopher graduated.
10 years before you. There's an easy way to figure that out.
Wait, so 2012?
If you wait, did you graduate in 2020? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Man, that's
So he
crazy.
my brother graduated in 2012. Dang.
Pixelgun, dude, Pixelgun, I miss Pixelgun. that was like that was my stuff, dude. That was like Minecraft.
Yes.
Pixel Gun was Minecraft with guns. That was like the stuff, dude. Me and my brother used to play Pixel Gun all day long.
Oh, he's British. So wait, how does school years work in Britain?
England?
Whatever.
Britain is a conglomeration.
Yeah, you can't even speak right now. Come on.
So, at least I know. Britain is like Britain is a couple. Don't make fun of people. Where are your manners?
You don't have those.
Yes.
Wait, but seriously, what is it in England?
Well, I know that they have a holiday for. Is it just the regular summer? Like, uh, like we do? I don't remember. There's something.
Yeah, but how do school years work? Like, cause they don't have like they don't call them like periods either. Oh, year years 1 through 6 is ages 5 to 11. Years 7 to 11 is 11 to 16.
Oh, so 11th grade is 16. 11th grade, that's not that much different. 11th grade for us is 17. And then you graduate
18
in
me.
12th grade.
We get 6 weeks from June to September.
So that's basically the same as us, yeah. It's about the same. I mean, we get from, yeah, I guess late June to, yeah, September. That's the same for us.
Yeah, beginning of September.
Although they get a cool name for it. They get to call it holiday. We just get summer break.
No, hags! Oh, you never had a yearbook, did you?
I did.
Oh, you did? Did you get one?
Yeah, I got my
Did people sign it?
I don't think so. I didn't
I had
care.
nobody sign my senior year.
I didn't. I never had anybody sign anything.
But
The only thing I've had people sign is like
was hags. Have a great summer.
the only thing I've ever really had people sign.
Was your cast.
Well, I had people sign my cast, but I had people sign like the Brick Fair Virginia, um, whatever they're called, like the guides. I had everyone from the.
I never had anybody sign my cast. Although I think it's colored. I don't remember what color I had my cast. I think it might have been blue.
I had black.
Because that was my like really bad tomboy phase.
Right, so you really went for it with the all blue.
Oh, but like I would wear my blue cast and then match it with like a blue tracksuit because I loved my tracksuit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I had no style whatsoever.
That is a style. Whether or not it's a good style is a different question.
It's true.
But okay, well, I'm almost done with this side. After I do this, like row of base plates, I'm just gonna start working on the other things because this road is killing me.
I've never been to Brick Fair either, don't worry.
Brick Fair. Don't remember if I signed your Brick Fair thing last year. I could probably pull it out and find out. I think you did.
Where is it?
It's in, I don't even know, it's somewhere.
Yeah, we clean it for a reason.
You know, my problem with cleaning is I just put stuff places and then forget where I put it all. Really want to go to Brick Fair, considering I'm closest to Virginia. It's probably the best thing. I have to bounce. Just want to say that Theta's looking dope. Excellent job on the speeder. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, definitely come to Virginia. Virginia is always a good time. Everybody has a great time at Virginia. I haven't been to Chicago, um, but Virginia is definitely always a great time. Can we get a small close up for the Theed? Well, it's on my computer. Let me see if there's a way. for me.
If I did, I would sign as KOC with the O having horns. Oh, that's a cute signature. Probably not supposed to be cute, but when money is a problem, I'm definitely going to get my butt in the car and I'm driving. Oh, when money isn't, probably.
Yeah. I think that makes
But
sense.
see with the little horns though, that's that's adorable.
That's manly.
Manly.
Good. That's strong and yeah. There you go.
It's gamer.
Yeah.
Still not really a fan of those lantern designs, but the speeder looks great.
Yeah, ideally I would be able to use the candle piece, as I've said probably 100 times, but the candle piece would be best, and then this would be a little bit bigger. Um, yeah, and I definitely don't want to go to two studs or like a 2x2.
Oh, babe.
What?
Sorry. Rich Boy J.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Oh, we got
What's up, Jay?
emoji. Ew, it looks so weird on the computer.
Yeah, I know, cause YouTube is it's a Google, so
No,
the
I know.
Android so it
Yeah.
has all the weird emojis. Yeah, I feel like this
Oh,
is
it
just.
is, don't worry.
Whoa.
Oh, are you gonna make me a gonk droid?
I can make you a gonk droid.
You said you would.
I think that looks too thick. Probably can't really see anything.
It's atrocious looking.
I think it's a little too thick for my feed anyway.
What up? What up? Yeah, what's Jay doing here? He's supposed to be working on Camino.
Yo, Aiden, what's going on, dude? Yeah. Come on, Jay. When does your next update come out? Windows key plus full stop gives emojis on PC. I want to take this.
TBB, the Bad Batch is TBB.
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Okay. There is. Oh, don't spoil it. I have not watched.
Bad Batch was good. I was not expecting to like it, but it was good.
He's making me watch Bad Batch, but that was my least favorite arc in Clone Wars.
Well,
So I don't want to watch it.
the Martez sisters should be your least favorite, but
Okay, that one I just completely erased out of my memory because that one was too horrible to recognize as true Clone Wars.
ooh, I don't want to do that actually. Go the other way. Yeah, that one was. I don't even know what they were thinking when they made that. Probably they weren't. That's probably the answer. But yeah, that one was rough.
We have to keep rewatching it.
What?
Clone Wars.
Oh,
You said we could.
yeah, we should.
Well, I don't like Bad Batch, so I haven't wanted to watch it, but he's making me watch it, so I'm going to.
You actually gonna have this mock done before the convention this year? Yes, I will. That's kind of why I was like starting it when I did. Like, I'm starting this how many months before the convention?
I think you started at 6 months before.
Yeah, something like that. But like every convention, me and Daniel are slaving over finishing our mock. Although last year wasn't as bad. Last year we just had to do some foliage. Everything was done. It was just like cosmetic stuff. So many L takes right now.
Honestly,
Custom Falcon that just sits flat on a table. Bombad Jedi.
I think season 7 is a little overrated. The Siege of Mandalore is the best part and the only good part, really. Liar.
No, I kind of agree.
No. Clone Wars is my favorite piece. Other than
Well, no, he's saying season 7.
no, but I know, but I love season 7.
Well, season 7, let's go through it. It had
season 7, like the end of season 7 with Order 66 all by itself.
Yeah, that's true. Season 7 had the bad. Yeah, it did have Bad Batch, which was fine. It wasn't good. I didn't really like it, but had Bad Batch, and then it had the Ahsoka
leaving
citizen thing, which was fine. It wasn't really that good. But then it had the Martez sisters, which was horrible.
Horrifying. I guess
And
maybe it
then
was the worst. I don't
and
know.
then it just went into, I think that was it, really. It just went into the Siege of Mandalore was great. I loved it, but yeah, those
Oh,
the other two kind of yikes.
somebody's being mean about Daniel. They said there's no way he'll have his part done.
Oh, that's because Daniel never has his part done. That's not really being mean. That's just based on data. That is a realistic take. Yeah, I hope he will though. He's actually starting to build, and I'm making him like send me progress pictures.
Well, isn't because season 7 they made like 7 years after the last season of Clone Wars?
Yeah, well, season 7 came out 2020. Yeah, 7 years, because season 6 was 2013, and that was only half a season that was finished by like less than half of their development team and then
Yeah.
released on Netflix. Season 6 was
Well, then they replaced.
actually season 6 was pretty good. It was really it was short, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And then well, the Jar Jar girlfriend thing was pretty rough.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. That was pretty rough, but I mean, the rest of it was good. It was the Order 66.
Somebody just said, yeah, those Jar Jar and Mace Windu episodes from season 6 were pretty rough.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty.
Yo, no, Jar Jar is a top 2 Star Wars character.
No,
okay.
no.
I love Jar Jar.
I do no. I can't stand Jar Jar. Jar Jar. Ugh.
Okay, how is 7 the worst? The Bad Batch arc was fine. The sisters sucked and Mandalore was great. If you don't have them all on DVD, are you really watching them the right way?
DVD, dude. Oh my gosh, I watched the original Clone Wars. Like, I guess not the original, but I watched seasons like 1 through 5 on the DVDs from my library because I never watched them on Cartoon Network. So I had all of the DVDs out of the library, and that's how I watched all of Clone Wars. That was good times.
The Last Brickbender, totally agree. Because I love Jar Jar.
Wait, what? Hot take, I don't think the Jar Jar episodes in season 6 were all that bad.
I love Jar Jar.
They weren't.
I love him.
They weren't horrible. They just weren't good, really.
Jar Jar earned Mace's respect in 2 days, and Anakin didn't get it for 10 years.
Adori was a top 10 bozo.
Dang. Top 10 worst Star Wars characters. He's number 2. 1 is obviously Rey Palpatine. I don't even consider her a real character.
Well, yeah, I don't. Don't push Jay's buttons, bro.
I know. I got through. What did you get through? Maybe 20 minutes of first of episode 7, and I had to turn it off. I couldn't finish episode 7.
This is where you start getting haters.
I know.
So prepare yourself.
Hot take, but I really hate the sequels.
Oh boy. Making enemies.
Love the. That's because episode 2 is my favorite movie.
Yeah, really making enemies here.
I know that's bad, but
I don't know if anybody will back you up on episode 2 being the best.
Episode 3 are my favorite movies of all time for Star Wars, and I think that the acting in them is top tier.
Oh my gosh. You should be.
I'm not. The prequels are like my babies. I love them.
Well, it's fine to like them.
I love Ewan McGregor, and I absolutely love Hayden Christensen. So.
Well, it's fine to like them, but.
No, but I think they did such a good job.
Well, they did. Well, Ewan McGregor did. Definitely.
I don't know if I know. Well, I guess I don't know any people that like Star Wars other than Ethan's friends. I think everybody that I have talked to, at least, don't like the sequels.
How do you decide what episode to put on background of my updates? I have I don't know why I decided to do that, but I
Obvious
put
gay guy. Sorry. He said he agrees with me on episode 2.
oh, that's a hard sell.
Episode 2 is better than episode 7. Thank you, Anton Bricks. And then Jay said episode 7 has the best intro to a Star Wars film. I have to disagree. I was very confused. And I had to turn it off.
Yeah, I don't really know why I started doing that with the Clone Wars episodes, but I have the Clone Wars episodes up, and then I'll kind of like scroll through and see like what was a good episode or what was fun, and then I'll put that on as I like do my intro, and if you can kind of see how many takes you can kind of see how many takes it takes me to make the intro by like how much the episode jumps around behind me. But just whatever is fun or like a crowd favorite episode type thing.
Somebody said your girlfriend is either trolling or has the worst Star Wars opinions. And I just have the worst Star Wars opinions because I love the prequels. So.
Yeah, sometimes I wish she was trolling. Unfortunately, we're not as lucky as we would like to be.
You're so mean. I love the prequels with burning passion. Episode 2 is the best.
Episode 2 is the worst.
You don't agree with me on a lot of things.
Yes. Well, episode 1 is better than episode 2.
No,
It's just
not.
it is.
I
It's a better story. The pacing is better. That's more interesting. There's more interesting characters.
well, we do get Qui-Gon. That I have to give you. You get Qui-Gon.
Yeah, I love Qui-Gon.
Yes. Okay, I have some people that agree with me. Never apologize for your taste in Star Wars. And then, yo, my name is spelt right. He spelt my name right.
Who?
Anton Bricks.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. No, he's getting too much hate right now. Her opinions are so good. See, I'm right. The love story is horrible in episode 2. You're lying. The love story is amazing. And then Anakin does to Padme in episode 2, she'd leave you in a heartbeat. I would not. I think it's romantic, and he thinks it's creepy.
Dude, he is such a creep.
Think of the Mando final, though. The Mando finale was... it wasn't awful. I wanted more. I wanted them to do something different with... More? I wanted them to do something with the armorist, and they didn't, which I was disappointed about. But... So, episode 3 is definitely the best prequel, but I cry for the last, hour of it, so that's why I don't say it's my favorite, because it makes me cry every single time. And I agree with that episode 1 is the best prequel movie because it has the most of Jar Jar.
Oh my god.
And I love my Jar Jar.
You have some troubling takes. The third act of episode 2 is pretty good, with the clones finally showing up, and then the duel on Geonosis with Anakin and Qui-Gon, or what's his name? Dooku? Yeah, that's pretty good. But
I don't know. I think that episode 2 has the best love story.
that is just absolutely false. I'm sorry.
Anakin is a bit of a creep, but he's just so in love. You know, you
Yes.
can't really fault him. And I mean, it would
Yes.
be creepy if she was completely stop.
You're making me
like-
uncomfortable. She literally says you're making me uncomfortable.
What? However many scenes later she marries him? So, was she really that uncomfortable?
Maybe she just got Stockholm syndrome watching this kid have his mother get murdered and then, you know?
Okay, no, but that scene in his old house.
That wasn't his old house.
Well, whatever. Oh, whatever. But you're right. I was thinking of Luke. Um, but the episode in the house where he was like, I slaughtered them like animals.
Mm-hmm.
It,
What was good about it? That he murdered people?
the acting was really, really good.
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's my opinion. Hayden Christensen does good. When he's like showing emotions, he's good. Like when he's doing anger or like his facial expressions when he's, Darth Vader or whatever. Like he does that really well. His love dialogue, he got no riz. I'm sorry, man's got no game. He's an absolute creep.
Did you have Riz either?
No, but I didn't say sand. My opening line was not sand.
Shane's trolling. Tell him I'm not.
I wish he was. I really do.
I'm not. This is my genuine opinion on the prequels. And then Jay also said, at Ethan, if your girl is into Anakin, what does that say about how you treat her?
I don't know, but she says I look like him.
Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor carried the prequels, and I wish they'd kept those deleted fight scenes in. For those who have seen those, know exactly why I think that. No, Sky Guy, I am dead serious.
Very polarizing over here.
I love the prequels. Um, Ethan, just start talking to her about sand.
Yeah, pretty much.
um, Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor did carry the prequels, and I also that was please.
Yeah. Ewan McGregor certainly did.
Be quiet. You be quiet right now. No, because that was the first that I've ever seen of Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no idea who he was before that, so I thought that all of the things that he like did were all like very calm and like that. And then I watched, what was the movie that we watched?
Cold Pursuit.
Cold Pursuit, and I was like, "There's no way that that's Qui-Gon." And then I learned that he mostly does movies like Cold Pursuit and not like Qui-Gon.
Like his biggest movie.
Yeah. No. Um. It's mostly the stuff about Jar Jar I can agree with, honestly. I love Jar Jar. Ewan McGregor is the best acting performance in a Star Wars movie. I agree with that. Ewan McGregor.
He really did like absolutely fantastic. Like you can't watch the prequels and not just appreciate the character that he made, like Obi-Wan.
So good, and I love him.
All right, see you later, Toad.
Because well, I love him obviously in the prequels, but I love Anakin and his relationship in Clone Wars more because you get to see more of like how much it has to hurt Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Like because of everything that they went through together. Like the prequels you get like a little bit, but like their relationship throughout Clone Wars like really makes your heart break then when you watch like Order 66.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the same with the clones too. Like you watch the movies and they're like, okay, they're clones, I guess they're soldiers, whatever. And then you watch, the Clone Wars, and then you're like, dang, these are like real people, and they're like all sick.
Well, yes, because well, you know how I feel about the clones, but yes. Ian McDiarmid is a close third to that. Yes, totally agree.
Yeah,
Love
he's a
did
legend.
so amazing.
He's just you can't disagree with that.
I'm mad about the Obi-Wan show. I wish we got more. I'm also mad about the Boba show because Ethan was so excited for that because Boba's his favorite character, and then we just got like an old man, and they pushed Fennec too much on us. I'm mad about that.
That's
Fennec
really
had way too much.
That's the real issue I had with that show. Was just like it wasn't even really about Boba, and like all of the cool like fight scenes and all that was just Fennec. It wasn't even Boba. Like that was his whole thing.
Agree. with the top 3 best actors in the prequels.
How do I feel about the clones?
The clones.
Which ones? Like from the movies or? All right.
The clones. I love the clones. They're my favorite. That's why I like Clone Wars so much, because I like how they all have their own personalities, and I don't know, I just love them all. I think they're really cool.
The clones in the movies were cool looking, but the clones in the Clone Wars were like actually like really good characters.
It's Jordan.
I know, he's the one that asked that question.
You asked it at first. Kanan is a good Jedi, but he's not the best. Luke is a better Jedi, but specifically Legends Luke. I like Kanan, but I haven't finished Rebels yet. But I know he dies. Oh, I'm sure everybody's seen that, right?
Kanan?
Dying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I spoiled that for myself, but Boba is absolutely the worst piece of Star Wars content ever put to screen.
I kind of agree. I don't know. It's bad, but at this point there's a lot of bad with Star Wars, unfortunately.
The best that we've gotten so far is Andor.
Yes.
By far. Okay. Honestly, the clones in Clone Wars are god tier. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are. They're good.
I love them, and I love 99.
Yeah, 99's a good character.
I don't know much about Legends Luke.
He was basically just like epic.
Okay. Well, because I hated Star Wars up until like a little over a year ago, because I was really into Harry Potter, and then I met him and I made him watch all of the Harry Potter movies, and then he was like, "Fine, but you have to watch Star Wars too." And I was like, "Fine, I'll only watch the like original movies." And then we watched those, and I was like, "Fine, I'll watch the prequels." And then I fell in love with those. And then he was like, "We're not gonna watch the sequels." I was like, "Why?" So then I tried to watch the first sequel, episode 7, by myself, and then had to turn it off at about 7 minutes because I was really confused and didn't like it.
I think it's just it's not necessarily confusing as a movie, but I explain everything as we're watching the movies. So when I wasn't there to explain, then things didn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a little bit slow.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that.
I can say it. It's me. Harry Potter has fallen off in so many ways recently. Yeah, I think that they're coming out with like they're coming out with like a TV show or something.
Yeah, they're making a live action, or
But
I don't live action, but they're making a TV show.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, my favorite character is also Luna Lovegood, who is like only in the last 3 movies. Or no, there's actually 4 movies. Let's just no 3. I haven't watched Harry Potter in so long. But I don't really care for it anymore. But like I used to be obsessed with Harry Potter. I have like I still do, but I have like a whole shrine in my room of like wands, the Marauders map, I have all the books, all the movies. The Lego sets for Harry Potter are less than man. They're awful.
Really?
Horrible.
I think you just don't like them. I don't know, because They're pretty
At
good.
least the ones that I've had. And I mean, I haven't
We've
really
only had
had.
the really small ones.
I don't know. I just care for them, I guess. But I guess that's because I like Star Wars more now. You've converted me over.
Yeah. Clones and Clone Wars are god tier. Yes, they are.
Star Wars really carries Lego at this point.
It kind of has since they started.
Yeah.
Star Wars is their biggest line, or at
Yeah.
least their biggest license line. I'm not sure if it's their biggest line.
I'm sure it probably is.
Andor's peak. Tales of the Jedi is mad underrated. Yeah,
I
dude.
agree with you. I'm so
Tales on the
excited that they're
Tales of the
coming out.
Jedi was just completely just out of nowhere gold. Like
So good.
it was
That's the
not.
second best after Andor.
Yeah, I would
have to
agree with
say.
that. Like I didn't even really know that they were doing it, and then I wasn't really planning on watching it, and then someone on Instagram or something posted that like the episode was really good or whatever, and then I kind of saw there was like Mace Windu as a young guy, and then like Dooku when he was still a Jedi, so I was like, maybe I'll watch it. And dude, that was so good. I'm so hyped for season 2.
Tales of the Jedi was brilliant. Star Wars Lego is mid. There's not that many good sets out anymore. I think we're getting other good ones.
For Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, the next wave is supposed to be like pretty good.
Although, which one was it Commander Cody, the head that was just awful?
No,
Or was it
Rex.
Rex?
Rex,
Oh,
yeah, I
yes,
don't know
Cody
what.
was fine.
Cody was actually pretty good. Rex, the
Rex was
helmet just looked
awful.
weird. Like, I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to do a helmet, but I don't know. That did not look like Rex. That one, yeah, that one was pretty rough.
Tales of the Jedi was really good because it gave us more backstory on Dooku. Yeah, because I didn't really understand like his story that much.
Yeah, well, that's kind of also the problem with the prequels is kind of the same thing with the clones. Like you get Dooku in episode 2, you don't see him in episode 1 as a Jedi, so you just find out that he was a Jedi at one point and he also was Qui-Gon's master, I guess. And then like he's a bad guy now and he wants to destroy the Republic and he's also a Sith for some reason. And like none of that is explained in the movies. So then it's he kind of got fleshed out more in Clone Wars, and then Tales of the Jedi kind of explained his fall to the dark side, which is just so sad because like you could tell he really didn't want to do it. He kind of just got sucked in the same way Anakin did. Like he didn't really want to fall to the dark side, especially with Yaddle. Like yeah, he like got in over his head and then he couldn't really get out and he just got sucked in. So it was pretty sad, honestly.
Somebody said that Star Wars Lego has no good playsets anymore. It's all dioramas and comics, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Although the HTTE I think is pretty good. I haven't got it, but that's one I would consider just because of Cody, the Phase 2 version. Although I'm still really salty about the new clones. Like I don't know what the design team was doing with those. Ahsoka episodes in Tales of the Jedi were so underwhelming though. Yeah, I agree. That it was kind of cool seeing like Anakin, going a little too far with his training and like making her basically prepare for Order 66. That was like weird. Like that didn't really make sense. Hmm.
Totally forgot about
It doesn't really make sense as a Jedi. Like I guess it makes sense that she would need to prepare for if something like that happened.
Well,
But
instead of just against droids, because
yeah, but
those
she
droids
was
are
like
easy kills.
she would get stunned and like as soon as she wakes up, all right, do it again, and then she gets stunned and then soon as she wakes up and she got stunned like I don't know, like 10 or 15 times. And like every time, just immediately, all right, let's do it again. It's like, dude, where is your like compassion? I thought you were supposed to have compassion as a Jedi. Like, I don't know, that was like, which I guess it kind of fits Anakin's character, but that was like, yikes. Might want to rethink your teaching strategies there. don't really want any sets that Lego is releasing anymore. Now I just want the older stuff because it's way better. Yeah, pretty much. I like the design, but that massive gap in the breastplate just looks terrible. Oh, in the on the Rex helmet, I guess. The whatever breathing thingy, I think. Is that what you're talking about? Being first degree black belt, I've had the same type of master teach me. It was a pain in the butt, but I got there in the end. Yeah, and it makes sense from that perspective, but like the Jedi are supposed to be the compassionate, like it's not like a father-daughter kind of relationship, but in a lot of the master and apprentice, it was almost like a parental. Yeah. Well, that's another thing. We didn't need an explanation. It was just like they wanted to show Anakin and Ahsoka again. Mm. Yeah, that was. I don't know. I mean, I think at this point I'm almost soured to anything that has to do with Ahsoka just because of how many things that Dave Filoni has shoved her into. And like, I really like. Yeah. She was good in Rebels, but she should have died. And then in Mando, it was kind of stupid. Doesn't really make sense why it had to be her instead of anyone else, or just going to the temple in the first place. Um, I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. At this point, I kind of expected it because Anakin is not your typical Jedi that was established from Episode One. Yeah, I agree with that, and it's true, but it's just like I don't know. I don't know how that really got through. Like that seems really, really extremist. Clone torso design. Oh yeah, yeah. The way the breastplate opens up to that softer belly section, it's way more narrow on both the animated and realistic design. So I just kind of understand. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the original Phase Two design they had looked basically exactly like the Clone Wars, which is really good. And then the 2014 looked really similar to the episode 3 like realistic version, but this one is like it's not even like a mix. It just doesn't look like anything. It's like I don't know. Like with the Rebels stormtroopers, it was based off Rebels, so it made sense, but this is like it's not based off of anything. It's just them kind of doing their own thing and it doesn't really make sense or work. In Mando, it makes sense because Bo-Katan, out of all the Jedi, she knew Ahsoka was most likely to have lived, and the only one she knew living at that point. So, yeah, I know. It's just like, it just feels forced.
Well, you're mad about it because of Rebels, right?
That, but also, like, the reason Mando was so good in season one was because it wasn't based off of, like, cameos. And then you get to season two, and every episode has a cameo. Like, we don't I don't know. I think that was kind of the beginning of the downfall of Mando. Was just the overinflection of just
Well,
characters that we had already seen, didn't need to see again.
I think I'm mostly mad about Mando because I enjoyed it so much in the first season because it was like he didn't talk at all. It was like a not like scary, but like scary type of presence. Like
He was like
it was interesting.
secretive.
Yes, because you didn't know anything about him and he was like kind of like, "Oh my gosh, like what is this?" And like who is he? Like what is he doing? And then I don't know. Then he all he does is like talk and take his helmet off and
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't. He got way too comfortable in season two and three. He like didn't feel like Mando from season one at all. And I get that there's supposed to be like character development and stuff, but it was just like I don't know. It didn't feel like a natural development for the character. He went from being very, like, not expressive at all to being, like,
Overly.
yeah, overly expressive, yeah.
So.
So yeah, that definitely I didn't really like that much, but
Bro, you can't turn the stormtrooper heads worth a darn. Yes, they look good, but what if I want to pose my figures other than in an army grouping? Really can't turn the old ones either.
yeah, the old ones you really only had like I don't know, like that's turning. I don't know how you want to describe it, but you could turn it a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right, yeah. But these ones, they're literally like locked in straight. You can't turn them to the left or right at all. And if you want them to, then their helmet shoots up like 5 inches and then turns over and it looks really stupid. So,
The Rogue One stormtroopers are the best.
yes, I love the Rogue One Stormtroopers. Definitely my favorite.
Jack said that you have to hang out with him next weekend.
This weekend?
No, I told him that we have a birthday party. We have to go next weekend.
Yeah.
He asked this weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
So I said next weekend.
Been busy or sick or both. Trying to figure out how to make an access panel for this. So we want that. So I don't remember this. So I want to have. I want to have this light. It has to be 4 studs in, so it has to be like here.
About the stupid AI thing on Snapchat.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid. Where'd that come from?
I was on Snapchat talking to Jack.
This.
Do you have a debriquifier?
Yes. I'm gonna put this one where.
What's up? Tim?
I don't know if that's a monetizable thing. What do we got?
Nothing.
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 Live and die on the hill that the stormtroopers are the best.
What's a debrickifier?
I call the brick separators debrickifiers because they debrickify. I don't know. Gotta go. Can't wait for the next one. Shared my Theed mock with you on Insta. Would love to know what you think. Yeah, I'll take a look. I'll take a look, and then I think I might wrap up the stream here.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, so am I. I got a decent amount done though.
You got nothing done.
Don't say that. I got this, and I started on here. This is gonna take me a little more time because I'm trying to plan out. The reason that this also takes time is the lights, because I want to have the street lamps. So I have to figure out where I want to put this one, which is going to be somewhere around here, because I want it to be kind of on either side of the like plant section here, and also not interfering too much with this house. And then I want to have another one on this corner of the house. And then I don't know if I'm going to have one in the middle. I have to see how it looks, but I'm trying to figure out how to do that, and I have to figure it out first because the wires obviously have to snake through the pillar, so then it just makes it a nightmare. But so far, I have everything connected, so you can see all the lights in all their glory. But it is definitely cool. I've never really done lights, especially this way, because all of the lights that I have done are like the fairy lights. So it's every inch or whatever, there's another bulb. So I haven't been able to do anything like these street lamps. So I'm definitely excited about that. But let me take a look at this Theed.
I think debrickifiers is a better name than whatever they actually are called. What are they called?
Separator?
Bricks. Yeah, that's stupid.
Well, they separate bricks, but they also debrickify them.
Exactly. Debrickify is so much better. The last brick vendor said that he loves it.
Yes, I saw. Thank you. Debrickifiers? That's great. Alright, see you later, Aussie. Yeah, I know. I got two of these, one for me and one for Zoe. Images sent. Tap to see image. Oh yes, I have seen this. Yeah, it's
Found it.
yeah. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, I have seen this. This one is really clean. I like how like simple it is. I mean, simple in a um I don't know how to put this. Simple in a refreshing way. Like everything is so clean and there's no like well there are some studs, but it's like here look. He has the palace
Oh, a palace.
and then like a courtyard. That's gonna be a house. And then it's just cool. It's like
I like that.
it's nice and simple.
Floors.
Yeah.
They're cool looking.
Yeah, I saw this on Instagram. I forget which picture it was. It was, hang on, let me see. The this one. I'll send it to you. The one with Padme in the queen outfit, like underneath the tree, that was the first one I saw, and I was like, that looks so cool. It's so like um it puts you right in the scene. So yeah, I'm super what? What was it me?
No, thank you.
Yeah, so that it looks really cool. I love how like clean and smooth everything else. It really looks like the mine is a little bit more choppy and bumpy, but I appreciate the straight and smooth seams. Everything is like clean and tiled off, which is nice. But I think that is gonna wrap up the stream. This was actually really fun. I mean, we had a
But it's gonna be good.
we had a little bit of a rocky start with trying to figure out the audio and the echo and everything, but yeah, it's a really cool mock, dude. I really like it. But all right. Thank you everybody for joining and watching the stream. It was actually really fun. So, I don't know if I'm going to do another one next week. I might have just a regular video kind of like the mock challenge thing that I did. But I want to have some more streams of this. Also, once I finish this road, then the next, progress stuff will kind of flow a little bit faster, and that'll be more interesting if I do another stream to watch. So, that is going to wrap up the stream. Thank you guys, everybody that joined in. It was really fun talking to all of you, and I'll see you guys all on Sunday in the next